I tested over $500 worth of microneedling devices so that you don't have to. You've probably seen some of these devices, the Dr. Pen, the Hydra Needle, the Banisher, the Derma roller. They all give you the same promises, helping you smooth your skin, boost your collagen, get rid of acne scars, and ideally give you the skin of your dreams. But what they don't tell you is that some of these devices could actually be giving you microscopic tears in your skin, making your texture actually worse over time, not better. In this video, I'm putting all 4 of these devices to the test to see which of them is actually worth your money in 2026. The science around microneedling is actually very solid. If you're a little bit of a geek like me and you like to look into the papers, I'll be sharing some of the studies in this video. But kind of to sum it up, when there's micro injuries in your skin, it tells your body to flood those areas with collagen and elastin. Yay. And these are 2 of the proteins that we really need to have smooth, plump skin. There's a really cool comprehensive 2024 review that found that microneedling stimulates collagen production with patients observing noticeable improvements within weeks following the treatment. Histological studies have shown that microneedling can increase collagen and elastin by up to 400% in over 6 months. 400%! If that is not motivation to start microneedling, I don't know what is. So like most beginners, when I started my microneedling journey, I bought the cheapest option on the market, which was the Derma roller. This taught me though the difference between rolling and stamping. And it's really important to note the differences because if you get a rolling device, the needles enter your skin and it's not going directly in and out of your skin. And this really matters because if you're dragging micro injuries on your skin, this can actually cause more damage than good. And the thing is that they're everywhere. They're cheap, they're simple. They also have quite a wide base, so it makes it easy to get treatments done quite quickly. My personal experience, it wasn't terrible. However, I showed my esthetician at the time that I was using this and she totally freaked out and said, do not use that on your skin. It's gonna damage your skin. So she totally freaked me out. And I now understand why. So honestly, I personally cannot recommend using a derma roller. But if you do have one, I have heard some people use it on their bodies if they have like stretch marks and stuff, just because it is quite wide. So it's easier to do those treatments quickly. The skin on your body is also thicker, so there is a chance that you won't damage it to the same degree. Next up is a very fancy looking device, and this is the Dr. Pen. This is an electric automated microneedling pen. It's very similar to what you'd find at a derm's office. So that's one of the reasons why I was really intrigued. It's kind of cool because you can adjust how deep it goes just based on this little doodad. And then you have the power device on the bottom. There it goes. And you can also change the power levels. So this is quite a powerful device. I really do like that you can adjust both the speed and the needle depth because I am someone who has sensitive skin. So I can't even imagine going at full speed on this thing. Again, with the science, there's a really cool study where dermatologists conducted a comparative study and they found that the Derma stamp pen was significantly more effective than a Derma roller, specifically for treating acne scarring. Here's the issue. So I was so excited to use this and I will continue to try. However, this is an image of me the morning after using it for the first time. So the problem with the Dr. Pen is user error. And what's kind of embarrassing about this photo is that I actually microneedle all the time. And so to see how poorly I microneedled my skin and how I missed things, I went too deep. And I literally was doing this at 0.5 millimeters, the 1 speed. And that is the results I got. So I think the issue is if you are very skilled, this is a great device. For me, who apparently is more of a novice than I thought, this was actually quite complicated for me to use accurately. And I think one of the reasons why is because it was actually quite painful to do this treatment on my face. So maybe that's why my results were so uneven. But overall, it's a little bit too complicated for consistent use for me. I also, again, have sensitive skin, so I think a more powerful device is actually not super beneficial for someone like me. Device number 3, the Hydra Needle. So this one is kind of an outlier. It's a little bit different than the other devices because yes, it is similar to a microneedling device, but technically this is micro infusion or micro channeling. It looks kind of like a small little stamper, and you actually put serum in it. I know the website you can purchase different serums. I just specifically used my ordinary hyaluronic acid, something that I know my skin likes. The idea with these kind of devices is the needles, they're 24K gold plated needles. And what they do is when you stamp the device in your skin, the serum also goes in your skin and you're able to stamp the serum in your skin directly. Kind of a cool concept. I feel like in theory, this sounds like the absolute perfect device. However, my experience with it was a lot of irritation. When I personally injected the serum directly in my skin with the needles, it was like almost a rash on my skin. And again, I have sensitive skin. So I think for me, it was itchy afterwards, but this was like kind of a next level of irritation. But the reason why this is happening is probably because you're injecting serum directly into a microchannel, which can create more inflammation. I will say though, it did look quite pretty. It was like kind of an instant plumping effect because you're directly putting a serum in your skin. So it does give you a bit of a glow, but my skin unfortunately looked plump for a very short period of time and then just felt quite irritated. So I think overall, this is actually an awesome treatment for someone who doesn't have super sensitive skin and maybe you have like a cool event coming up. This might give you a little bit more of like a plumping boost or glow. Okay. However, if we are 3 devices down, 1 left to go. If you are finding this information valuable, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button, and please subscribe if you'd like more videos like this where we break down different products that can really help you look and feel your best. Okay, I mean, the final contender is the Banisher. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that I really love this microneedling device. This is something that I have been using for months now, and this is the device that actually made a huge impact on my little chickenpox scar there. And I'm finding I've been using it on my under eyes, which it's made just such a lovely difference with some of the little like fine lines that have been popping up, yay, aging. But I think the thing I love so much about it is just how powerful yet gentle it is and how convenient it is. Let me break it down. So with the Banisher, it has a built-in cup where you can put your alcohol. So you, again, like you have to sanitize these devices. You can't just reuse them because you're getting bacteria deeply into your skin. And then afterwards, you take it off, let your device air dry for a minute or 2, and then you are ready to go. What I love so much about this device is they have different heads. So they have like the 0.25 millimeter, which is amazing for, under your eyes, around your lip lines, delicate places that you don't want to penetrate too deeply and you want to be really gentle with. But then they also have the 0.5, which I like using all over my face. And then they also have a 1.0 millimeter head, which I really like to use on my body and for like different stretch marks that I have that I'm just trying to like gently heal. It's also a stamping method. And like we said before, the stamping method is where it's at. So when you stamp 1, rotate, 2, 3, 4. So you're like rotating, and it's really easy to turn because it's circular. So you just easily turn that device and just get it in your skin. And I find even though there's a little bit of pain that comes from it, I actually like that pain because it's telling me it's doing something, but it's not that painful at all. Like I compare how I felt using the Dr. pen, and it's a night and day difference. And I think just because it is gentler, it doesn't have a motor, it's just your own hand stamping it, it just allows you to be consistent. I'm very much in like my gentle, consistent era, and this is a device that I find really makes it easy to do that, especially when it comes to my skin. If you buy the actual package with it, it comes with a vitamin E oil, and this stuff is what you would put on your skin after receiving a treatment, and it's just super soothing and lovely. What you put on after a treatment is really important thing that is very calming for your skin to just help heal faster and reduce that inflammation. I also really like that it's not a wasteful product. You can buy separate heads and you can use each head for about 8 sessions, which is so reasonable in price. It's so much safer for your skin because you have like a continually clean device, and then you can just buy a new head. So after hundreds of dollars, lots of research, what are the results? Let's put them side by side to really compare them. So when it comes to safety, the Banisher is the clear winner, followed by the Hydra Needle, because even though I found it irritating, it is a very safe treatment. I think the Dr. Pen carries a medium risk because you have to be very careful. The one that is not safe and I wouldn't do is any kind of roller. Just don't do it. For effectiveness on scars, the Dr. Pen has the most power. So if you really want to pinpoint those deep scars, this might be exactly what you need because it is like a professional grade treatment at home. However, if you want to heal scars, you need to be consistent. So if you're finding it hard to use a really powerful device, it's really easy to be consistent with the Banisher, and it is powerful and effective. The Hydra Needle is low on this metric. It's not super powerful, and the Derma roller is a risk. So when it comes to the overall cost, the Derma roller is definitely the cheapest option. And the Dr. Pen can get more expensive, especially because you have to buy new cartridges to put on top, and they can be a little bit pricier. I would say the Banisher kind of sits in the middle of being, it is expensive to buy the original package, but the heads are not that expensive to replace, so it kind of becomes like a medium tier option. For ease of use, the Banisher and the Derma roller are both very simple to use, and the Dr. Pen, like we said, it's definitely the most difficult to use, but if you learn how to master it, I think it can be really powerful. So the ultimate winner of this showdown is the Banisher. It delivers on what you want to get out of microneedling. In second place, I would honestly put the Dr. Pen. And then honestly, I would put the Hydra Needle in third place because it is a really cool concept. And when it comes to the Derma roller, I would just avoid it. At the end of the day, this is my opinion and my experience, so find what device works best for you. I think ultimately the desire has to be consistency. Now I want to hear from you. Which device are you leaning towards? What device have you tried? What ones do you love? Remember that at the end of the day, no matter what you do, know that you are so worth it. You are worth investing in yourself. You are worth taking time for self-care. And regardless of what these treatments do for you, know that you are beautiful right now, just as you are. Give yourself grace on the journey of learning new things and of trying things out. Bye guys. See you in the next one.